Hello everybody, Angelin's here with me today. We are working on the old Super A, and it is our little mower tractor. So we've got a number 22, pretty sure 22 mower on it here. Yeah, whoops, upside down. Let me spin around here real slow for you. It appears to be A22 mower. And this is the one that came with the 140 that we use all the time, the 1960 model. But I kind of have it set up with cultivating clothes and 1-point fast hitch clothes on it. And to do sickle bar mowing, it is, everything's got to come off to make that work. So I just kind of put all that stuff over on this tractor. This is a 53 model. And there's a video of it back there mowing the potato tops. But what we're going to do is I want to shoot you a video for you for mowing around a pond with it, because it is super handy, cuts out hours of strenuous hard weed eating. So we like that, don't we? And so we're going to work on the mower. Also, I've got to work on the governor at some point. It doesn't respond well. The speed control doesn't work just right. But I guess the subject of today is these adjustable pieces here. Now, I mentioned them a while back in that potato top video, and I don't know. I think I either did something wrong or I got the wrong thing or something, because they pinch down too tight. And you can see here, I've got this one raised up, and this one raised up, and that one raised up. This one is the way it comes. It sits right on that shim. I'm going to let Anlin hold that camera right there for us. Kind of looking at this fella right here. That's a good height right there, sweetie. And you can see without the shim on it, it pushes down on the back right here. So I have to run them loose, or else they bind on the knife. All these are sickle sections, and when riveted together, you have a knife. And of course, these are our rock guards, and it shears off, and the ledger plate is a piece down in the bottom, and this is our knife section. So again, don't get your fingers in there, because you'll lose them. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this fella right here apart, and I'll kind of show you what all's inside of there. Now, I double nutted this guy, and I had some laying there, and not necessary. I'm not going to put that second one back on when we're done. But this came from the Sickle Service outfit, and so I can't remember the name, and I apologize if I think of it. I will put it in the I'll put it in the writing there for you. But so we're going to pop this guy off, and you kind of see that there's nothing under it. And so what I've been doing is pulling these off and putting washers under them. And that way I can tighten them down, because what I have to do is run these loose enough that it wouldn't bind the sickle, and then as you're mowing, it all comes loose. The ledger plates, and I'm sorry, but not the ledger plates, the rock guards come off and fall down under the knife, and it is a disastrous mess. I didn't break anything yet, but it was a matter of time. So so you can see a little shim sitting under there, and this is just the bolt holds that adjustable piece down. Now I'm just going to get a rag here and wipe. I oiled this just a minute ago while Anlin went and got the camera for you guys. So kind of zoom out a little bit there. There you go. That's a good height, sweetheart. Now I'm just going to clean this up real easy here, and just get that heavy grass off of it. And we're going to put a washer under this thing. Now, some of these weren't bent very well. You can kind of see the stamping in that wasn't wonderful, and I don't understand what happened there, because that one should be more flat. This one I can see having a little bit because it had that in it, but like I say, some of these are not as great as I'd like to see them. Let me go grab my 2 washers while she's letting you check that out. Alright, so I've just been putting a washer under there and pushing this guy up tight to the back of that metal strip that runs under the sections that they're riveted to. I'm just going to wipe the heavy off these guys. And then, again, watching fingers. Don't get your fingers in there where they get cut off. And these are kind of a plow type bolt, so you just push them up in there and the hex holds them, and they're smooth on the bottom. So we'll put that up in there. Whoops, I'm about to forget our adjustment bolt for our adjustable hold down. All right, now we've got our adjustment bolt in place. And again, if that would set down that shim, I think it'd do better because that bolt wouldn't fall out when it was loose. But you can see it kind of falls down out of engagement there. So we'll go ahead and put our nuts back on. Now, I'm going to tighten these guys up. Then we'll put the adjustment part together. Now, what you're going to find in the issue is you may have to move out enough so you just don't see my hand. There you go. And so what we're going to do is kind of snug these up and get them evened up. I want them kind of even all up through there. And then we're going to snug them down tight. It's already moving on me. I think it's where these are bent on the back. Like I said, I don't know if I've got some poorly stamped ones or what, but a couple of these are not pretty. Okay, so that's down tight right there. And now our special nut that I've managed to lose right here, and this guy sits right on top. And I just kind of hold a little tension on it. It holds the carriage, like square part of it up in there. The carriage bolt tile deal, or plow bolt style engagement on this one also. Holds it up in there. All right. And then those are 9/16, the other 11/16. And I'm just going to snug it down to where this tip right here is touching on our sickle section, knife section. That looks pretty good right there. I'm pleased with that. So now you'll notice that since we put the washers under there, that there's a big air gap under here. So what I'm going to do now is grab the handy dandy hammer, and I'm just going to beat them down, not till they're tight, but till they're close enough to hold it. You ready? Right. Now I can push and see the knife move a little. That's what I want. I don't want it so tight that it doesn't move at all. So that looks real good. Now I'm going to put a little bit of oil under these guys just to give a little something. So we'll let me do it with a rag so that we don't get fingers where fingers shouldn't be. So get some of this loose oil and put on top of those sections. I'm rotating this whole thing to make sure it's working like it should, and it looks good. Outstanding. This one's made a little different because it has to go over this guy. That is where our pitman arm attaches. So that's why it looks a little different. There we have it, all ready to go. good job videoing this one for us. And you can kind of see there, we got it all done all the way around it. We'll take the backpack blower and blow all that in, and maybe hit it a second time around. I need to tighten those up just a little bit because in the real thin grass, it was binding a little bit. So we'll get her tightened down just a little bit more, and I think we'll have it licked. So anyway, thanks again there, Andolin. Appreciate all the good videoing. And that'll do it for this one. We got to head back down, and we'll put some vegetable oil on that so it'll lube it up and it won't hurt the water either. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get it put away for the next time.